Avatar's production management system provides the most streamlined and comprehensive management reporting functions that are essential in today's fast-paced environment. With complex sorting capabilities, engineers, geologists, and other users can obtain up-to-the-minute production data and analyze financial and production statistics so they can make faster, more informed decisions. The Avatar400 Production system has many more unique and innovative capabilities, so let's take a closer look. The Avatar400 Production system provides oil and gas production verification and reporting for operators and producers. The system provides for tracking and reporting of oil, gas, water, and other disposition codes. So let's go look at the production system. When we get into the production system, we're going to go into master files. The first thing we're going to look at is disposition codes. These are codes that the user has to find would be easy for them to remember for their input. In this example, I have chose PL for pipeline sales. Now, how do I map that to my state reports? We have an option, State Disposition Codes, where I can go in and tell it by state where I want each of my disposition codes to print on my state reports. In this example, PL would print on the Texas state report in box number 2. These are user-defined, very easy to set up. So let's go look at how we actually use state assigned names. In this example, Avatar Systems is an operator, a transporter, and a refinery in the state of Texas. When I input number 1 as my name, it will actually print on the state reports the categories or the numbers that I have listed here. That way you don't have to remember that information on input as well. Let's look at a unit master. In this example, we're going to look at unit number 1. Now for the unit, I can set up a name, the state name. Obviously in Louisiana you have some abbreviations in front of the name where you just call it the Temple Inland. They have a legal name that they go by. You can enter the state lease number, the county or parish code, the field and the district. All of these are for state reporting, obviously, whether it's commingled, yes or no, and who the operator is. To tie the well to that unit, we'll go into the well master, and when you pull that up, we have some of the same information, but you can actually tell it what is the unit number that this well ties to and what is the production unit number. Now, why is this important? To be able to run those valuable variance reports between production and sales, also between revenue receipts and sales out of the production system, to check those volumes to make sure you got paid for every MCF or MMBTU or barrel that you are due. This is a very valuable asset. So we have operator information, you can enter API codes, we have pool and reserves. You can also tell what type of well this is. One of the strong benefits behind the Avatar system is our allocation system. We can allocate unit to unit based on predetermined decimals. We can allocate unit to well based on predetermined decimals. Or we can have allocations where it will actually allocate based on volume input for the month or based on well test, whichever has the latest effective date. So in this example, the Temple Inland meter is actually going to allocate its volumes when input to a Unit 7 to these 4 wells based on production or well test. So let's go see how we actually input those volumes. We have the ability to either upload volumes via an Excel spreadsheet, or we can actually do input directly into the system. Many of our users prefer our upload because they can see all their information in Excel spreadsheet to make sure that they have received all their data. Some just like to input it directly into the system. In this example, we are going to input the data. So I'm going to go into a batch that has previously been opened, and we're going to actually look at the first record. So I'm going to select that record by hitting F4, and it will show where I have entered a purchaser number 1, the well number, the tank, the disposition date. This is gas, my PL that I have set up as a disposition code, and the volume that has been removed and has also been recalculated as an MMBTU volume. So all I have to do now is press enter twice, and it will post this volume into the production system. After we F3 out, we can actually go in and look at our data if you so choose. So we're going to go in and see how we would look at the data. When you go into the detailed history, all you have to input is the company number and the well information and press enter. This will show you your actual disposition code, what type of product it is, and the volumes that you have input. So in this example, these are all 2008 data: gas sales, compressor fuel, D-high, and heater fuels. And it's tied to a ticket number and the volume. You are able to go in and update these as necessary. If they have been allocated, you can reallocate those volumes based on production. We can also look at well test data. By going into the well test, we can see how that information is going to be allocated if we have input a well test. In this example, I have told it that this is monthly production, and this was the volume for April of 2006. So once all your information is input into the system, you are ready to run any allocations or any state reporting as necessary. So let's go look at those state reports. This is a sample of several of our state reports. I'm not going to read through each of those, but obviously we have the Texas PR report, we have all the Louisiana reports, and several other states throughout the United States. The valuable thing to know here is that if there is a state report that we do not currently have on our system, and one of our users goes into a new territory, we do those state reportings free of charge, as we do any federal reporting. So each of the state reports can be electronically submitted to those states. There's no more paper involved, saving our users quite a bit of time and effort. And multiple reports that include variance reports between your revenue system and the production system are available for your use. The Avatar400 production system can be fully integrated with our accounting system or operate as a standalone production system. If you have any further questions after watching the demo, contact Avatar Systems today.